Also fortunate to have our board chair, Julie Davis, we're borrowing her from Trent today, and Scott, so our CEO. So without further ado, we're going to have a few brief remarks from each of the staff or from each of the representatives here. We also are very fortunate to have Ashley and Alexa Kula here. So Alexa has some really neat dance moves, so if you're looking for something afterwards, that's the story. But we have a wonderful story to share with you, and we're going to just turn it over. First, I'd introduce Dave Smith, Peterborough Kawartha MVP, as well as Lori Scott, Kawartha Lakes, Haliburton.
Great.
I always get that.
Don't worry.
But if you wanted to come up, and we have a wonderful funding announcement, so I'll turn it over to Dave.
Thank you. I'll try not to steal Lori's thunder on this as well, so I'll keep my comments very short. And I think really the reason we're here is to see Alexa, because she's just a fantastic little kid who brightens everyone's day when she's doing something. It's I don't want to necessarily say that this is historic investment, but it is the largest investment that the province has made with 5 counties. And when you look at everything the 5 counties has done, the number of kids that they've had such a positive impact on over the years, it's a fantastic organization, and it's something that is really, really easy to get behind. Scott has talked to us in the past about different things and how the need for these types of supports have increased. Last year was a record year for the number of kids that have come through the different programs. 6,200 children came through, and the funding announcement today is one of those things that will help clean up some of that backlog, because every child that has an opportunity to improve has an opportunity to have a much better life moving forward. Just over $2 million is what's going to be invested next year by the province of Ontario on this. It breaks down to about $1.7 million for in-school supports and an additional $300,000 for preschool supports, specifically in speech and language. And when you think about that, your most formative years are the first couple of years of your life. And having a better communication skill, being able to express yourself in those ways earlier on, produces better results. And what I think a lot of people forget and miss when it comes to any child who has an exceptionality is a lot of times you'll see that child acting out. And someone who doesn't understand, who hasn't been through this, who doesn't live with a child that has a special need, they think that it's an anger issue. They think that it's a behavioral issue. But I want everyone to take a step back for just a second on this. Imagine yourself as an adult not being able to express to anyone around you what your emotions are, what your feelings are, what your thoughts are, and not being able to have anyone understand what it is you're going through. And then think about the frustration that you would have. Now step back and say, I'm 3 years old, and I don't have the ability to express myself that way. I don't have the ability to communicate what my feelings are. And I don't have any of the skills because I haven't been taught them about self-regulation yet. What this funding will do, specifically the $300,000 for the preschool students, preschool kids, is it will give them that opportunity to start being able to express how they feel, what they're going through, and to be able to tell someone else what it is they need. And that changes the entire trajectory for that child for the rest of their life. So it's life-altering work that they're doing here at 5 counties, and I can't thank them enough for it. Thank you.
It's hard to follow Dave. Anyway, This is life-changing investments. I've worked with 5 counties for almost 2 decades now. The great work that they do in my area for sure, in Lindsay and Haliburton. And I know your catchment area is very large, and I know some days you must look at the tasks and say, how do we get to everybody? And we want you to get to everybody. So the investment today is good for a large area. It's the best for the children and the parents to get the help they need when they need it. So this is about accessing care closer to home. And Scott's gonna tell you some more details of what it means on the ground, but Dave is correct. We couldn't do it without these wonderful people in front of us that work with the children every day and their families. So you have made wonderful changes in our communities. We wanna continue to support you and tackle those waiting lists, which I think Scott's gonna tell you, but I think they've, tackled the waiting lists, like you've done 40% more treatments to see more individuals and their families. That is huge. So we wanna continue to see our kids grow and access the services and our families in our communities. Should spread the word about 5 counties, because we had this conversation. Don't be a hidden gem if you feel you are, because you are a gem in all our communities and you do great work. And we're here today to say thank you and spread the word about 5 counties. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Not as many words as Dave.
Okay, it's hard to follow both of them. I just want to say good morning to everyone and thank everyone for coming. I want to say a big thank you to MPP Dave Smith and MPP Lori Scott for their presence today and for your ongoing support of 5 counties for as long as you've been a part of us. We also want to recognize our other local MPP, Minister Dave Piccini, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, but he has shown his support to 5 counties as well in the Northumberland area in many different ways. So here at 5 counties, we're extremely grateful for the provincial government's, and I'm going to say it, historic investment for us in pediatric care and children's treatment services. We do life-changing work here, and we do it for our kids and family, and we're pleased to share that we were able to share that with Minister Michael Parsa, who is the Minister of the Children and Community and Social Services, when he was here in June. So we like sharing our stories, and Dave was able to bring them here so we could hear firsthand the great work that happens here. Specifically for 5 counties, the provincial increase is going to be $2 million, and that's going to help us in a great way to help our families and the children we serve. This funding will allow us to see and serve more kids in this center, in the schools, and in our communities. This will help us reduce wait times and for the critical support services like speech and language therapy, occupational therapy, and physiotherapy, just to name a few. At the end of August, just to give you an idea of the need, we have 3,000 kids still waiting for service. So that is a big wait list, and this investment is going to help us tackle that wait list. While we have a big wait list, we've been doing a lot more, as you heard Minister Scott mentioned. Last year we served 6,200 kids, and this is a 40% increase in kids and families that we've been able to serve in the last 3 years. Supporting so many kids and families is a huge credit to our staff. During the pandemic, 5 counties had to greatly adjust to how we worked and how we provided care. Our staff's flexibility, creativity, and adaptability to support more families in new ways and places has been amazing, and they deserve the full credit and recognition of their efforts. So what are we going to do with this funding? We're investing in our staff, which will allow us to better retain and recruit the people we need to serve the kids and families. We're going to fill any existing vacancies, and we're going to add more clinicians across all our communities so we can get more kids into treatment. We're going to make additional strategic investments in our organization. This means looking at what we do now and how we can improve it, with the goal of reducing wait times and delivering improved and enhanced treatment services for families. 5 counties appreciates the provincial investment in our kids and our families, and every day you work to enhance children's independence, well-being, and quality of life, even as we provide support and empower families. Our vision here is building abilities for life, and these additional funds will help us deliver the promise that we've made to our kids and families and our communities. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Julie Davis. I am very honored to be the chair of the board here at Five Counties Children's Center. And it's very important to me that communities support the families who have particular needs for help, and that's why I'm so proud to represent Five Counties. I'm very appreciative to the provincial government, and thank you to MPP Smith and Laurie Scott. An investment in the base funding is rare and so needed, and it gives the security that we need to expand the work that we do. I'm so pleased to see members of the staff here. Since I've been chair of the board, I've heard from many people who I didn't realize were Five Counties families about how wonderful they and their children have been treated as members of the Five Counties family. I had somebody reach out to me just last week to say that they have been so impressed with the care that they've been provided, the support that the family's been given, and how much it has eased their fears and their anxieties as they've navigated a very unexpected journey with their family and with their child. And this investment is really going to make a huge difference as people are waiting for that support. Anxiety grows, milestones are missed, and to know that we have this support every year to increase our services, to support these wonderful staff to do the great work that they do. We're just very appreciative, and we're going to do everything we can to expand the services, expand the care, and make sure that more families get what they need. Thank you.
I'm supposed to follow that. I wondered if I could invite Ashley Cola just to come up, and Alexa, if she wants to come up and just talk a little bit about their relationship with Five Counties. We all consider them part of our Five Counties family, so I'll let them speak.
Hello everybody. Thank you to all of you for being here and saying such wonderful things. We are a family of 5 counties, and we have been involved for almost 8 years now, since Alexa was an infant, and the programs that we've been able to partake in are endless. I'm not sure there's any that we haven't been able to participate in. We started with speech, OT, physio. That's something that continues now at the school. I feel like we've borrowed toys, we did the bike program. There's always something that we've been offered, and from the moment that you walk through these doors, you guys can't see, but there's a million staff back there, and whether they know us or they don't, they're always so kind and welcoming. Very warm halls here, and we always feel welcome. Alexa likes to put on a little show, and we always look forward to coming here. And the thing is that since she's in school now, we don't get to come here all the time, so today was really special because we got to walk the halls again and see sort of where our journey began, which was really special. Alexa's done great things because of 5 counties, and we couldn't be happier. We live down the road, so we are fortunate enough to be able to just start the car and head down the street and not have to leave town, come to one building, open the doors, and all the services are here. So this announcement is phenomenal, and we are super grateful. Also, Bill, thanks so much for inviting us to talk, because we would shout from the rooftops about 5 counties and the services that we've been able to participate in. So thank you so much again, and we look forward to hearing about all of the funding and where it's going to go. Would you like to say anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I will be able. I will my ticket. I will my ticket. I will get a tell right. I will know.
Do you want to say thank you to 5 counties?
See you at the family.
I'm gonna have to reorder this because I can't even top that. I just wanted to say thank you everyone for coming out, and particularly Dave and Lori for kind words. We're going to do a group shot, and then we're gonna open it up to the media for whatever you need, and please take the food. That's, I don't know if that's part of the potential funding, but it's for a good cause, so please help yourself. Thank you everyone for attending.